everyone, welcome to RV Afterlife. Today is an unplanned day. We are in Idaho, at least we're camping in Idaho, but we didn't realize how close we were going to be to the Grand Teton National Park. So we're about an hour drive away. We don't usually make a lot of reservations when we're going out west. Because Roger was able to find a BLM campground that was only, I think, 44 miles from the Grand Teton National Park. So we just switched a few things around and decided to take an extra day and run over to the park. So we'll take you along. Not sure how much we can do. We are about an hour drive, so we've got to be able to get back home probably within 5 hours so that we can run the generator to keep our refrigerator going. So we'll see what we can find.
Life is hard.
Yeah. We are at the Elk Refuge in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. It's not actually in the national park, but it does represent both Yellowstone and Grand Teton.
It's officially called the National Elk Refuge and Greater Yellowstone Visitor Center.
Okay, so let's go inside. We're inside the visitor center. There's some larger than life elk taxidermy.
How to become a junior woodchuck.
Oh, this is pretty. This visitor center is in the town of Jackson Hole, and we passed the iconic arch of all the antlers downtown.
Central Park.
At their Central Park, yeah. Looks like they find all kinds of use for antlers here. This visitor center has a 2-level viewing area, a wildlife little swamp out here.
It's a wetland.
A wetland. So far we see ducks.
That qualifies as wildlife.
This is the first visitor center that we've come to inside the park. So we're gonna go inside and take a look. Okay, this is inside of the visitor center. Very interactive. They've got a real nice store. Much busier than it was over at Rocky Mountain National Park. Ooh, look at that floor, messing with my head. The grand life of the Tetons is more than a mere mechanistic fold and faulting of the Earth's crust. It becomes a primal gesture of the earth beneath the greater sky. Very informative visitor center. And these walkways mess with your head. You gotta take pictures of the flowers. We are walking the path down to Jenny Lake, which Jenny Lake is one of the most photographed lakes in the national park.
It's only 200 yards too, that's a plus.
Starting to feel a few raindrops. Little critters running across the road. That's enough to Looks like even though it's about to rain, the clouds aren't obscuring the mountains.
The canyon.
That is the Teton Glacier. Let's zoom in, see if you can see it a little bit better. Nice steps so that you can actually get down to the water. Looks like they do operate boat tours on the lake. I saw the sign that said that they were about $120 a person. Roger caught me slacking, so taking a break, and can't resist getting a good picture with a great scenery. Okay, so Roger says we can do this.
I didn't say it would be easy.
And what did you say to me?
I told you don't be such a girl.
Better be a good view.
They're all good views.
Your knees feel better?
Yeah.
Nice. Before long, Roger's going to be this athletic guy.
Wouldn't say that exactly.
Hey, we can still breathe. Nice. Only to get up here and find out it's another set of steps that go down.
I ain't going.
Nah, me neither. Oh, that's pretty.
Hey, chicken monkeys. Be alert, make noise, carry bear spray, avoid hiking alone, do not run.
He's reading the bear aware sign. Boy, this is beautiful. The still pictures that you'll enjoy on this video are by none other than Roger himself.
With a real camera.
I wish there was such a thing as videos with smell, because the smell of pine in the air is just rich. The air may be thin, but it smells good.
The waves that boat kicked up on the way past the first time was enough to get what place I was standing in wet. So the left side of my left shoe is wet.
One thing I forgot to say about Jenny Lake while we were out there was that it is named for a Shoshone woman who was the wife of a British fur trapper back in the 1800s. She helped do the mapping of what we now know as this park. We came across this little pull-off, a parking lot that was absolutely empty, which is unheard of in this park. It'd be quiet and peaceful if there wasn't a highway right next to it, or a road. Well, we've been on the road for 3 weeks now, and this is the first time the rain has kind of dampened our touring. So to the point, I guess, that you can barely see the mountains there. Well, about the time we thought the rain was going to ruin our day, the sun cleared, or it cleared up, and now we're going to take a little short hike. Oh, how beautiful. This is so pretty. The only way it could be better is if there was an elk or something in the way. This is called Elk Meadow Ranch. Supposedly you're supposed to see buffalo here. You see a big herd of them out to the left, but we'll have to rely on Roger's zoom lens to get the picture, or hopefully pull off further up the road. But you know, what's most important right now is getting a good look at these flowers. It's quite a view. The whole field is full of these colored flowers. This is the iconic picture that was taken by Ansel Adams of the Snake River and the Grand Tetons in the background. Breathtaking. The park department really does a great job of providing beautiful overlooks. I know I get a lot more enjoyment out of these still pictures than probably our audience does, but someday when I'm old, I don't want to forget about how enchanting, maybe almost mystical, those mountains look with the clouds covering them, and then just the beauty of the Snake River winding through that green meadow. Those are things you can't forget. Well, we have finished what little bit we could do in Grand Teton National Park. It was an hour drive here from our campground, so obviously an hour back, but it was definitely worth the trip.
It took us longer this morning, though, because we had stopped for propane, and it seemed like it was more than an hour. And it will be going back, too.
Yeah, well, the park is surprisingly busy. I mean, we just left Rocky Mountain National Park less than a week ago, and it was nowhere near as busy as this is, and it's Tuesday. And
they had more elk in the campground too.
Yeah. But, and there are tour buses. We must have encountered at least 10. So if you come to this park, you're going to obviously want to plan several days because it's much more congested, a lot more traffic. And we didn't see any, well, that's not true. We saw an elk in the field. And by the way, what I thought was possibly a buffalo herd turned out to be horses. So
that's how far away they were. She does know the difference.
I do know the difference. But anyway, it was a good day. I'm glad we had a chance to do this. It's not like we had time to hike or anything, and the weather looked like it was going to be bad pretty much all day, but then it just rained for a short time. So really glad we decided to come. So we'll see you next time.
Bye.